Imperial support vessels. Star Destroyers are generally too large to make planetary landings. The Imperial Navy employs many types of shuttles and transports to move personnel and equipment from a destroyer to a planet's surface, or to make transfers between ships of the fleet. The Imperial Shuttle. The Lambda-class T-4A is the Navy's most common hyperspace shuttle and general-purpose light craft. It is frequently used as an officer's transport. The shuttle's tri-wing design incorporates a large fixed fin in the dorsal surface, with two additional wings that fold up against the central fin when the shuttle is docked. In flight, those wings extend downwards into a three-point configuration. The shuttle's standard weaponry consists of two mounted forward double blaster cannons, one rear-mounted double blaster cannon, and two forward-mounted double laser cannons. All armored hull and deflector shield generator protect the shuttle's occupants. The Lambda can carry up to 20 passengers and have a standard crew of 6: pilot, co-pilot, navigator, communications officer, gunner, and engineer. The Sentinel landing craft. The Sentinel is the standard heavy transport used by the Imperial Navy. Its folding wing design and cockpit shape are similar to those of the Lambda-class Imperial Shuttle. With heavy armor plating and 4 deflector shield projectors, the Sentinel can transport troops into an active war zone and then remain behind to provide aerial combat support if needed. A Sentinel can carry 54 troopers with speeder bikes and heavy equipment. And by reconfiguring the cargo compartment, a Sentinel can carry up to an additional 12 AT-ST Scout Walkers. A Sentinel's weapon array consists of 8 laser cannons, 2 concussion missile launchers, a retractable cannon, and 2 rotating repeating blasters. The craft's standard crew is 1 pilot, a co-pilot sensor officer, and 3 gunners. The Walker Dropship. The Y-85 Titan Dropship deploys AT-AT Walkers from Imperial Navy warships down to planetary surfaces. Its heavy armor allows it to withstand sustained enemy fire during its descent, positioning maneuvers, and cargo unload. 2 forward-facing twin laser cannons provide additional defenses. A Walker dropship can carry 4 AT-ATs and 4 AT-STs at a time. Within the craft, walkers are clamped into place by cranes so they can be deployed quickly from floor hatches. Imperial Freighter. The naval refitting of the Gozadi cruiser space frame allows for the transport of the TIE fighters, AT-DP walkers, and stormtroopers between fleets and planetary garrisons. The freighter can carry up to 4 TIE fighters mounted beneath its wings and act as a drop ship for troopers and walkers in active battle zones. The TIE fighters. Under the Empire, Starfighter development has flourished. The TIE series may have a checklist of familiar design elements: solar panel wings, an eyeball cockpit, screaming ion engines, but has served as a testbed for revolutionary experimentation. Developed by the CNR, the TIE series is named for the twin ion engines that propel it. These engines are fed by solar ionization reactor, which draws power from the signature solar arrays. Most TIEs do not have shields or hyperdrives, because this feature increased costs, and adding them would reduce the Empire's ability to deploy TIEs in overwhelming numbers. The pilots are uniquely trained to avoid getting hit. The TIE Fighter. The TIE Fighter is the mainstay of the Imperial Flight Branch and the foundation of all the TIE variants. Its engine is a marvel of precision design and requires little in the way of maintenance or tuning. The TIE Fighter's lack of shields, life support systems, or hyperdrive engines dramatically reduce its mass and results in a nimble, responsive craft. The TIE Fighter's weapons include a pair of laser cannons mounted on the chin of the cockpit. TIE Fighter attacks in large numbers to make up for any deficiencies in firepower or defensive strength. Imperial Command considered TIE Fighters an inexpensive, expendable asset. The lack of a hyperdrive means TIE Fighters are dependent on Star Destroyers or other carriers to ferry them into battle. TIE Fighters can also be deployed groundside at Imperial garrisons, but the hexagonal wings can be a liability under windy conditions. The TIE Bomber. In addition to its signature bent wing, TIE bombers have two conglomerated space frame pods, one for the pilot and one for the payload. TIE bombers are utilized in surface assaults and offensive operations against capital ships. They are slower and less maneuverable than other TIE series models, but they can engage enemy starfighters from a distance by locking onto them with homing missiles. Like the TIE Fighter, bombers also possess a pair of forward-facing laser cannons. The ordnance pod of a TIE bomber can carry a variety of warheads. Common payloads include 16 concussion missiles, 12 proton torpedoes, 8 proton rockets, 6 space mines, 4 proton bombs, or 64 thermal detonators. The bomber sensor package actively resists hostile electronic jamming. One variant of the TIE bomber replaces the warhead bay with a cargo bay for passengers. Another variant features docking clamps and a hull cutter, and is used to transport stormtrooper boarding parties into action against hostile vessels. The TIE Interceptor. One of the fastest starfighters in existence, the TIE Interceptor is identifiable by its dagger-shaped solar array. Its angled panels just forward, but cut away on either side, provide the pilot with peripheral vision. Most of the TIE Interceptors have 4 laser cannons, one on each wingtip. Others use the 2 chin-mounted lasers found on the standard TIE Fighter. Designed to outrun and outmaneuver enemy starfighters, the TIE Interceptor features an advanced ion stream projector that enables in complex combat maneuvers. This craft has earned praise from the flight branch. The distinguished 128th TIE Interceptor Squadron, under Lieutenant Kazan Moore, is one example of what the Empire can achieve when the best pilots are given the best machines. The TIE Advanced. The TIE Advanced is still a prototype, but in the early model it's now in the hands of Lord Darth Vader as his personal starfighter. The craft was built by Chief Engineer Rath Sinar, according to Vader's specifications, and the Dark Lord's positive reaction to the design has raised hopes that it will be produced in greater numbers. The craft has an ongulated space frame and reinforced hull with solar arrays angled towards the body of the ship to create a compact profile. It also features 2 heavy laser cannons and a missile launcher. Most notably, the TIE Advance incorporates a shield generator and hyperdrive. This dramatically increases its cost, but hopefully these improvements will boost performance and consummately level. Early TIE Advance prototypes exist in limited quantities. Gifted to the Emperor's Inquisitors and other favorite acolytes, these special ships can be identified by their more compact wing panel configuration and thus smaller silhouettes.